But napaka-importante na independent ang legislative, ang judiciary from the executive. Kasi kung hindi, dictatorship yon. At pag may dictatorship ka, tama't mali, iuutos na lang ng iuutos to, wala ng check and balances. So, paulit-ulit sinasabing magulo ang Senate. Hindi po. In this administration from 2022, it's the first time po na nagkaroon ng majority at Senate President. Hindi lang po Senate President, yung majority na wala pong kamay ang Malacanang sa pagpili ng SP at ng mga komite. So, ibig sabihin po, I can dare say this is the first fully independent majority. Kaya, whether you talk about the 11, yung 11, or you talk about supporters nila, or you talk about some elements in the national government like the NBI for example, sila po ang nanggugulo because hindi sila komportable na independent ang Senado. What's my point po? Yung paulit-ulit po na sinabi ni Senator Kiko Pangilinan, paulit-ulit po na sinabi ni Senator Risa Tiveros, paulit-ulit po na sinabi ni Senator Lacson, at lalong-lalo na po na sinabi ni Senator Erwin Tulfo. Hindi lang po sa sessionola, sa media, at hindi lang Tuesday, even the days after, they kept on saying, bakit walang debate? Bakit hindi nila pwedeng pag-usapan yung side nila? Wala pa nga ho tayo dun eh. Kung nakinig lang sila, kung sila po ay tinigil nila yung drama, even after the session, and instead tried to listen to each other, the motion was to take up the amendment. Ibig sabihin, is was sponsor pa to, and then ang bawat isa ay pwede magtanong, pwede pa nga mag-amend eh, kung tingin nilang mali. So I won't dwell on that, but just to say that the starting point has to be the truth. And ang problema, if you're on their side, dun sa 11, na 11 po kayo, kasi po sinasabi nila, wala silang chance na magtanong, magpaliwanag. Wala pa nga ho dun eh, meron chance. So sabi nila, tyranny of the majority. Hindi po, tyranny Tulfo to, tyranny Lacson, tyranny Pangilinan, tyranny Ontiveros. Kasi palakasan ng boses, imbis na we listen to one another. Pero sabi po nila na ang isda sa bibig na huhuli. Kaya kita nyo po na, nakita nyo po, yung pala plano all this time, arrestuhin, takutin, intimidate ang nasa majority. Either lumipat or ikukulong. So as I said, at the proper time, evidence will come out. I won't go to the merits, demerits. Wala kaming problema na kasuhan. Wala kaming problema na sa korte patunayan kung sila ay guilty o hindi. Ang problema po namin, yung gagamitin yung threat na pag lumipat ka dito, wala ka ng kaso. Pag diyan ka, tutuluyan ka namin. Eh wala pa nga yung impeachment, ganyan na ang usapan. Ano pa kaya? But third, is the corruption issues katulad ng flood control. So we finished a caucus over lunch and we agreed, subject to some minor discussion pa among our chairpersons and the paperwork, that a subcommittee will be formed sa flood control and Senator Marcoleta will issue the notices on Monday para ituloy na sa Thursday yung flood control scam hearings. It will be impartial and we want the whole truth and not only some truth or some true, some not true to come out. Kung makikita nyo, may conflict na kagad. Sabi ng ombudsman, meron mastermind. Sabi ni Senator Lacson, walang mastermind. Sabi ni Senator Lacson, eto yung mga dapat hindi imbitahin. Sabi naman ni Senator Marcoleta, eto dapat imbitahin. So I'm inviting the whole public, bantayan nyo Senado, in the same manner that we are on trial when we have the impeachment. We also have to hold everyone accountable pagdating dito sa flood control.